Hey everyone, I want to get into this. I know some people see these little square boxes. These are supposed to go away. The software is doing it, but it's not going away yet. But anyways, they're working on it, so we'll go from that. I can't complain too much. It's free. I can actually do it different. But other than that, I like the background. So to have a background like this or cover my original background, I have to do this. Thinking about just getting a big old board looks like this, a banner or something. But anyways, subscribe to my channel, gives me a thumbs up, thumbs down, hit the bell button, make sure you get all the notices that comes through. For every periodically, I'll just do random things. At least try to do it once, twice a week. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe to my channel. Remember, trading is a gambling situation. You should not gamble with money you do not have or can spare. You can lose any kind of money. So anything I say on here is just for training purposes only. Do not attempt to try to trade like me or take my advice and do exactly what I say to do. Okay? All right. Moving on. Today I got in a trade the other day. I was showing people the other day about long wicks. Now there's a difference between a long wick and then a pattern of long wicks. So if you see right here, you see the wicks going up, 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 up. And then all of a sudden you got a real big long one and another one. This one's real big. This one just finally got them all out. But see how small these are? And this is one great big one. That usually indicates the market's going to go back down. So today I got in and see, I usually go from a daily chart. So see how this big long one, this daily chart comes in. So that tells me the market's going down. So I got in this market with this one was yellow. Red, and I got in the market and I made a few bucks. And then I come over here and I thought today I'm gonna try to get in this one. It was coming back down. It was green when I got up, and it was all the way back down to green. But it's going down. It looks like it's fixing to flip. So what I do, I ignore this one. This is the daily, this is the hourly, and this is the minute chart. I've got in right in here. It comes up. It pulls up. It pulls up. It comes down. It does a retest. Comes back down. It looks like it does another retest. So I decided, hey, I'm going to get in right here. So it's going down market. Well, it did go back down. But look what it does. If I'd have paid attention to this one here, this candle, the red one, I'd have known that this was the last sucking move of the whole trend. Everybody's trying to get out. Because see how, and honestly, I got into trade, and I always tell people, but I didn't stay long. As soon as I got on there, I finally looked over here at this. All I did is look at this one and went right over here and seen the 1 minute chart, and bam, I was in it. I did make some money. I didn't lose it all because, like I said, it did go back down. It did go down a little bit. But you always want to go from, this is my opinion. Some people does it different. So you always want to go from a day to an hour to a 1 minute. Now, some people goes from an hour to 15 or 30 minutes to a minute. Some people goes from 4 hours to an hour today. It doesn't matter, but I always get more look in different charts. The same currency, just different charts. Because, like I said, if I'd have seen this, I wouldn't have even got in it. Because that long wick there wick with candle is telling me that the wick's fixing to change and go back the opposite way. So now in this hour, you got another long one coming back up, and then you got a short one. So I wouldn't even got in it. So this is what I'm saying. The candlestick patterns telling you what to do. A indicator. If you had you had an indicator going down here, and and if it was coming up like this, and there's the one indicator I'm talking about, and this red crosses the blue and comes up, and the blue comes down, it tells you it's a sell. And this, like I said, this is one indicator some people use. So the only time this comes back down to be a buy is when it crosses back over the blue. Let me run that on out. When it crosses back over blue. But by the time this happened and this goes up, by the time this indicator's done, this went up really fast. So by the time you got the indicator would have told you to get out, you'd have been losing more money than anything. I don't know when it triggered. It probably right in here, so you'd have lost all this. So this is why I'm telling you, go by the candles. Can predict the future almost. Because if you'd have seen this big long red candle here and all these little short ones, then you'd have known, hey, something's major. Now that being said, it's different when you see a long candle in this one. See how this one comes up, and then you see a long candle here that's completely engulfed the one beside it. It's going to go down something. They didn't go down a lot, but it did come back up a little bit and then went start going back down. Same way here. These two are, in, and it did go a little bit longer, but this candle is pretty strong. So it did go down a little bit, but then went back up. So there's a different candle way of looking at it. So when I say engulfing candle, I'm talking about if you have a engulfing candle is usually it's a new trade. It's coming down like this one is engulfing. I don't have no more in here, or none you can see. But like this one here is engulfing. See how far it goes up the wick? The opposite way. So you have little candles coming up, little, and then also you have a big one and then a great big one. And if you look on the daily, same thing, a little, pretty good size one, little, and then a great big one. So it's telling you that the market's fixing to change. Everybody's getting out. It's hitting people's stop loss or whatever you want to look at it that way. And so let me go to live chart and see if I can go. Whoops, my chart's not in here. See the market still, but let me see. I can show you one that's different. Yeah, so like you see one like, yeah, see like this one's a engulfing candle. But it's going opposite. It's red, and then it goes red, and then it's got a long green one. That indicates, tells you that the market's going to go back up 90% of the time. No one can predict what the market's going to do. It can change any time. So this was undecisive, but then you had this huge, it's kind of undecisive right here. Then you had this huge green candle, and then it went up more and more. Then it decided to rebound and then shoot straight up. But if you look here, here's the big green candle to tell you the market's going to change, and it does. Same way here. This is the candles I always talk about. Comes up, you got two candles. And then it goes down. And check my other videos out, candlestick patterns. But that's the difference between the two gulping candles. I think I said it the other day, but the one candle is not really engulfing the other one as far as the pattern. If I can, there you go. As far as the pattern, it's usually a engulfing candle if it's on a downtrend or uptrend, whichever way you want to look at it. Then you got a big different pattern. So best way to look at it, if the market's coming down, it tests, or I was gonna do it better drawing it upward. Market's coming up, rebounds and test. So let's say if you got a candle, let's do a green one. Got a green candle. Then you have a huge red candle. Let's make them a little even. Just got a wick. This one's got a wick. This is an engulfing candle, meaning this candle is engulfing the price 90% of the time, and will move back downward. Now that being said, 90% is usually on certain patterns, certain currencies. So test the currency you're going to see, back test it, see if it's moving, and it's doing its thing. But if you have a huge green candle, let's say you had a little red candle here, that indicates it's going back up. Well, then all of a sudden you have another candle, another candle, another candle. Look how, see how they get smaller. And then all of a sudden you have this huge candle. This one indicates the market could be turning and going back down. So this is in a different way, a different candle thing, engulfing. So just watch for those. But like I said, test the currency. Always back test. Go back through them. If you go to like sometimes I'll go back through if it's new currency I have not traded before. I'll go back and see the pattern. See, like this one, it's come up. This one's even, and that's the pattern I was talking about in the previous videos. So these patterns tell me it's going to go back down. Let's do it. So that's one. This one's usually called the one white soldier, what one guy's calling it. Let's see how it's lower than this one, and it comes down. That is a very strong indicator it's going to go down. So I'll mark them down on a piece of paper, and I'll stroll back. Depends on where I'm at. I mean, this one's months. It might be years by the time I get on this one. This one will be, weeks, months, or something, just to see how many times it does it, and I'll mark down how many times it did form and how many times it did go down, how many times it did form, how many times it didn't go up, how many times this one formed, how many times it go up. But see this, like this one too. You see, it's got a long candle. It almost tried to correct itself here, so it come down, but then it had a very long candle, but then another candle formed. It went green, but did not form. But then it had another long one, and then it had a huge long red one, meaning they're done. They're tired of running downward. So then it went. This one was red, then this one was, and I said it started going back up. This was a pretty long candle. This one was. This one was almost engulfing this one. I probably wouldn't have got in because this one didn't trade, but I may would have got in it because of this one white soldier, and then shot down. I probably would have waited till this candle formed and got in it. Same way here. Oh, this one's called one white soldier, or morning star, or morning evening, or cloudy. Can't remember what they call it, but you see where it's lower than the other one because these are the same. this one starts lower. It can go reverse. The green one can be up in here. But yeah, let's go back to the other videos I showed. I'll link them in the back of the video. But watch those videos, and then you can watch this one. This one's going to be part 2 of the one I did the other day, just to try and show people more of this, because I don't think I've explained it clearly in the other videos. But anyways, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it. Subscribe to the channel. Tell me if you like what else you like to learn, and we'll go from there. We're probably going to do a video for brokers, how to pick your broker, how to handle the broker in the next video. So y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching.